A vector is a term encountered in various fields such as mathematics, game development, computer graphics, physics, and of course, artificial intelligence and machine learning. In simple terms, a vector is a list of numbers. The length of this list of numbers, or in other words, the length of the vector, is sometimes referred to as the vector's dimensions. Of course, these numbers are not arbitrary, but have some special meaning depending on the context in which they are used. Vectors can be thought of as a way to encode certain properties of an entity in a numerical form. For example, in a two-dimensional coordinate system, a vector can represent the position of a point using two numbers, and similarly, in a three-dimensional coordinate system, a vector will use three numbers to represent a point in 3D space. In physics, a vector can represent an object that has length and direction. Three-dimensional vectors are used in coordinate systems that track celestial bodies and spacecrafts. In the context of machine learning, vectors are used to encode and represent a broad variety of properties. Here are some of them. Data that is used as input for training in a machine learning algorithm are often encoded as vectors. For example, when training an algorithm to distinguish between different species of flowers, each flower specimen is encoded as 4 values: petal length, petal width, sepal length, and sepal width. Thus, a flower can be represented as a vector of 4 numbers. Vectors are also used to represent distances in distance metrics that are used to evaluate the training process. Also, when training a model's parameters, for example its weights and biases, these are often represented as vectors. In the context of language models, vectors are used to encode the meaning or semantics of words, sentences, or documents. These vector representations of text are called word, sentence, or document embeddings respectively, and usually consist of hundreds or even thousands of numbers. These vector embeddings are surprisingly successful in encoding language semantics into numbers and allowing the use of distance metrics to find similarities between words, sentences of documents.